Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ifa Park and I post about Global Career Scholarship and my life in Korea. Today we are going to look at how to successfully pass your interview for the GKS scholarship, whether you apply through the embassy track or the university track. So, this interview is a very crucial part in your application and your journey to getting the scholarship. So I'm going to take you through a step-by-step way of preparing and also some sample questions and answers that can come up during your interview. So let's get into that content today. Before we do that, kindly like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and please share it on your platform so that we can get more views. Now please, when you like this video, that is how YouTube can shoot it to a larger audience. Immediately you click on this video, click on the like button so that we can get more coverage with this video and it can reach a lot of people whom it's going to help a lot for their interviews for this scholarship. Okay, so let's get straight into today's content. So if you apply through the embassy track, you are going to have a face-to-face interview at the Korean embassy in your country. So with that one, you have to really prepare because it's not going to be online, it's not going to be Zoom. At least when you have an interview online, it's a bit comfortable, much more comfortable than when it's face to face. Okay, we have a lot of tensions and anxiety during such events in our lives, so you have to really prepare for your interview at the Korean embassy. And if you're applying through the university track, the university that you apply to would call you on a phone call for the interview, or they will schedule a Zoom, or I don't know if some of them still do Skype meetings, but they would either do the Zoom or Skype meeting with you, or they will just have a phone call with you to have the interview. So that's how the interview is for either the embassy or the university track. Okay, so first of all, let's get into the preparation steps. Okay, the first one is understanding the scholarship. Always I tell you to do like thorough research about GKS scholarship, because they can ask you any questions about maybe what you know about the Global Career Scholarship, what kind of help does it give to students who get this scholarship. Okay, so I want you to do a preparation by doing a deep research into GKS thoroughly, understand its objectives, benefits, and the programs offered. Okay, familiarize yourself with Korean education system and culture before this interview. Number two is know your application. The application that you put together, make sure you understand exactly what you did in the application. Okay, review your application materials, including your personal statements, your study plan, any other documents that you submitted. Okay, because they could ask you some questions regarding those essays, so make sure to be ready to discuss all of these in detail just in case. Number three is practice common interview questions. So when you look on YouTube or on Google, you will find several sample questions and answers for interviews regarding scholarships in this sense. Okay, so make sure you do a lot of research into questions and answers for interviews, possible questions and answers for interviews. This video that I'm doing is part of the research. Okay, so take heed of all the things I'm going to give to you today. All right, so yeah, as I said, prepare to look for common interview questions and also practice your responses to sound confident and articulate. Okay, don't go in circles or all over the place when they ask you questions. Be direct and articulate with your answers. Okay, four is cultural awareness. Show your interest in Korean culture, language, and the society. Be prepared to discuss why you want to study in Korea and how it relates to your future goals. Also, make sure to know some similarities between your country and Korea. If you go back to the video that I did with the lady who got a scholarship, on her third try, she spoke about when she went for the interview at the Korean embassy, they asked her to answer questions about the similarities between Ghana and Korea, questions around those things. So make sure you really learn about the Korean culture and the society, just how their system works and how similar your country is with Korea. So do that. Number five is very important. Okay, dress professionally. Don't just wear a shirt and jeans or sneakers for the interview. Dress like a business person, like you're going for a business deal. Okay, dress very sharp. Be sharp. Okay, all right, because they look at appearance. Appearances speak a lot about you, so make sure you look very sharp for this interview. Don't just dress anyhow and go for the interview, whether in person or online. You have to dress like very sharp and like you look very smart for the interview. Don't just wear anything for the online interview just because it's online. Dress just as you be doing the interview in person. Okay. Number six is plan your environment. That is, this is for the online interviews. Okay. So if your interview is online, ensure you have a quiet, well lit space. Okay. The lighting should be on point. Okay. Everything should give. Okay. Test your technology beforehand to avoid any technical issues. When I talk about technology, maybe Zoom or Skype, make sure there's no issues on your laptop or on your phone for the interview so that you don't have any problems during the interview. Okay, so now that we are done with the preparation, let's get straight into some possible questions and sample answers. Okay, first of all, they could ask you, um, can you tell us about yourself? Okay, so when they ask you about, when you tell us about yourself, don't just be like, oh, my name is blah 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 and I am blah 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 years old. Fine, you can mention your name and then you can give them a little bit of your educational background, your achievements, and probably you can conclude that by talking about your strength and how you and what you can bring to the table if you are given the scholarship. Okay, that is the first part when they ask you about, tell us about yourself. Okay, now let's go to the second one. Why do you want to study in South Korea? Okay, so you can say that I want to study in Korea because of its advanced technology and innovative education system. I am particularly interested in blah blah blah's field, whatever field that you choose, and I believe that studying in Korea will provide me with unique insights and experiences that will benefit my future career. So these kinds of tips that I'm giving you, you can use them, but then expand them to fit your criteria, expand them to fit your statement of purpose or personal statement. Okay, all right. Two is, what is your study plan when you come to South Korea? Tell us about your study plan. So this is where I say that make sure you review your documents very well. It's just the same as your study plan, how you're going to study when you come to South Korea. So you have to make that brief. Okay, you can say, my study plan includes taking courses in blah 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 subjects that align with my career goals. I also plan to engage in extracurricular activities such as joining student organizations related to my field to enhance my learning experience. Okay, so make sure you told these answers to the major that you applied for. Okay. Three is, how do you plan to adapt to life in Korea? You can say, I have been learning the Korean language and studying Korean culture to help me adapt. I am also open to making new friends and participating in community activities to immerse myself in the culture. I'm pretty sure you would have written something like this in your essay. So you just have to, embellish it more when you're speaking to them. Let them have, like, make their heads big, okay, when it comes to, talking about their countries. Four is, what are your career goals after completing your studies? You can say that after completing my studies, I aim to work in a specific industry or role where I can apply the knowledge and skills I gained in Korea. I also hope to contribute to fostering collaboration between Korea and my country. We are not going to waste time today, okay? I'm just going to go straight to the point with everything. Five is, how will this scholarship benefit you? Okay, now this is very, very important. Okay, you are just telling them how the scholarship is going to benefit you. So it's the time for you to shine. Tell them why you deserve the scholarship and all that. Okay, so this scholarship will provide me with the financial support I need to focus on my studies without the burden of financial stress. It will also allow me to gain a global perspective that is essential in today's interconnected world. Okay? Now, do not take like word for word with this interview answers that I'm giving you, because a lot of people are watching this video. So you can take it and then just paraphrase it and make it your own, okay, during the interview, because you can't have a lot of people saying the same things during the interview. Six is, what challenges do you anticipate while studying in Korea? You can say, I anticipate language barriers and cultural differences. However, I see these challenges as opportunities for growth. I plan to take language classes and actively engage with locals to overcome these obstacles. So this is where you can bring in the language studies and your own personal studies when it comes to the language, and also immersing yourself in Korean culture and in having conversations with Korean people so that you can, overcome this language barrier and just some cultural differences. Okay. The next one is, why did you choose this specific university or these specific universities? So you can say, I chose this university or these universities because of their strong reputation in blah 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 field and the opportunity to work with renowned professors. The university's focus on research and innovation aligns perfectly with my academic interests. You see what I did there? Very simple and short. Don't go all over the place. Be straight, go straight to the point so that they can also understand what you're saying. Because when you talk in circles, they might just get confused and they wouldn't know what exactly you're saying. That also comes across as you are nervous or you're anxious or you're just not confident. Okay, so go straight to the point. Sometimes your hands might be shaking. Make sure you put your hands on your lap. Okay, don't be talking with your hands like this as I'm doing the video during interviews. Like, just be calm, and you might use hand gestures, but make sure you limit them. Okay, sit comfortably and confidently. Okay, people look at appearances, so body language is very, very important during this interview. Okay, now next one is, can you tell us about a time you overcame a challenge? Then you can say, in my previous studies, I faced difficulties in a blah 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 subject. Maybe there is a subject where you got a D or a C in, you can explain that with this kind of question. I sought help from my peers and dedicated extra hours to study. This experience taught me the importance of perseverance and seeking support when needed. So you talk about the challenge and also you talk about how you overcame that challenge in answering this particular question. Next one is, what do you know about Korean culture? You can say, I admire Korean culture, especially its rich history, cuisine, and traditions. I enjoy Korean dramas and music, which have deepened my appreciation for the culture. I am eager to experience it firsthand. So I have shortened it here, but you can give vivid examples about some of the Korean cuisines that you're talking about, or some of the historical things that you found out, or some of the traditions. You can give them vivid examples of those things. Next one is, how do you plan to contribute to the university community or whatever university that you apply to? You can say, I plan to contribute by participating in student organizations and cultural exchange programs. I also hope to share my own culture with my peers, fostering mutual understanding and collaboration. Okay, let's get straight to the next one. The next one is, how do you handle stress and pressure, especially when you are in South Korea? You can say, I handle stress by staying organized and prioritizing my tasks. I also practice mindfulness techniques such as meditation to maintain my focus and calmness during challenging situations. Okay. Um, Next one, I don't know about this, but they could also ask you about your hobbies or interests, where you can say, I enjoy doing blah blah blah, which helps me relax and recharge. I believe that having a balanced life is essential for academic success. Okay, so we have two more. The next one is, what is your understanding of the Global Korea Scholarship? You can see the Global Korea Scholarship aims to promote international exchange and friendship by providing opportunities for international students to study in Korea. It emphasizes academic excellence and cultural exchange. Okay. Then lastly, they could go on and ask you, do you have any questions for us? So here, don't say no, you don't have any questions for them. Before you go, make sure you have something to ask them. Okay, before you go for your interview, make sure you have a question down to ask them. Don't just say, oh no, you don't have any question for them. It kind of comes across as a bit, you are a bit disinterested. Yes, so make sure you have a question down for them as well. You can say that, yes, I would like to know more about the support services available for international students at the university, such as language assistance and cultural integration programs. Okay, then you can put this in the context of after you are done with your Korean language program during your graduate studies. Is there any kind of support services available for students for maybe further language studies or cultural integration programs? Okay, so yeah, this is what I have for you guys today. Okay, also make sure that you read around your major. Okay, they could ask you some questions around your major and maybe some issues that your major is related to in South Korea, so they could ask you questions about that as well. And also, as you're there, you can also look at, current issues that are going on in South Korea, which they could ask about also. So make sure you read Korean, news, check on news about South Korea, which you can, answer if they ask you questions around that. So today, guys, this is what I have for you. And I know some of you have been called for interviews, and I wish you all the best. Those who haven't been called yet, I'm sure pretty soon you are going to pass the first round and you are going to get called for your interview. That is for the embassy track people. For the university track people, I know that still some schools have their applications open, so they might have to call you for interviews in probably mid or late April. So yeah, watch out for that. And I I think, yeah, that's it. I think that's it for today. Okay, so guys, I'm going to conclude today's video here. Before I go, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I always say, please finish watching the video before you ask me questions. But the first thing you do when you click on this video is to like and share. Okay, if you want to comment from the beginning, you can say thank you. That is how we get the video to go far on YouTube. When you like the video, it shows the algorithm that you like the video and you're going to share it to more people. Okay, so this is where I'm going to end today's video, guys. If you have any questions, as I said, please leave them in the comment section and I'm going to respond to you as soon as I can. And if you have anything else that you want me to do a video about, please leave that in the comment section. I'm pretty busy nowadays, but I will try to find time in between to help you guys, because I really want you guys to also come here, okay? I want you to come here and further your studies and experience a different culture from yours, and also just elevate yourself as a person. Okay, so this is where we are ending today's video, guys. I'm going to see you next time. Bye.